What's good, brethren and sisters? We are finally back again for another reaction on this here BrBpTV. Be real, be positive television, brothers and sisters. And of course, let us get into the vibrations for today. I'm your boy, Mr. Leaks. And that is the vibe that we must appreciate. Of course, you guys remember when I spoke about this incident, well, this letter actually, of the Grambling State University, of what they sent to the students, and a number of persons will say, no, it's not real, it's not true. Well, we actually have an individual from that school and of course she is known as Phil Charles right there, and she has some statements to utter in that regard, brothers and sisters.
Hello, it's me again, all up in your phone, and I come on here for a big smile because for those who was waiting for me to make a comeback. Okay. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's me again, and a big head for you.
That girl funny, you know.
Because you see, apparently I was mad. Apparently I was crazy. You try to cover people's sin by not saying everything and just saying what that relevant to you. But apparently I was mad. And for those of all you that come in, it's a fake letter. My face fake, my teeth fake, my eyes fake. It's not a fake letter. All you want it to fake because all you don't want to address all your issues. What we will do now?
Well, all you have to shake all your pampalam. All you have to go and shake boom boom on the road. What? What you mean? That's what Jonilia, aka Octavia Alfred, if that's her name, say. Shake your pampalam. So when you cannot afford it because you go American, of course, the United States dollar is definitely more than the Eastern Caribbean dollar, which of course you make it less in Dominica, Eastern Caribbean dollars, and versus that what you actually have to spend in the States is most likely 3 times what you are making in Dominica. On the consideration of your family probably supporting you, most likely they'll be making way less. For example, if you're making about $1,000-$2,000 maximum, generally speaking, you make about $1,200 in Dominica, which is of course about what, $500 US dollars, brothers and sisters, per month. And if you are making this, brothers and sisters, then obviously, you know, things are not going to help you, the students of the families in Dominica. It's not going to help them, you know, because you have your bills to pay in Dominica, which is which is most likely higher than the United States. It's interesting that the bills that you have to pay in Dominica most likely are higher than that of which are in the United States. But the United States people tend to make way more money than those in Dominica. In comparison, even to EC, you're making $1,002. Generally speaking, people make about $1,005 go up. Well, there's taxes and stuff, but you get a point, brothers and sisters. Anyways, let's continue right there.
So I will go and prostitute by the side of the road.
It seems so. That's what they might want you to do, girl. That's what you might want. That's what they might want you to do, my sister. What do you think? Because they're telling you, you know, if Grambling tell you in the letter, they say, if all you don't meet the requirements, respectfully ask the Ministry of Education to bring the Dominica students' accounts receivable balance current. Contact your government regarding payments on this behalf. Below our contact information. We are providing Dominica one last opportunity for payments. Should we not receive payments according to this date, brothers and sisters? Of course, they're talking about by September. All Dominican students will not be allowed to register or move back into camp. Is one thing when you're not able to register, but then when they're putting you on the street to live like you are somebody who trying to make it big in Hollywood, but you have to first end up on the streets of California probably doing fentanyl. I hope not, brothers and sisters, especially if you don't have family up here and you're looking to, you know, make yourself, you probably have 4.0 GPAs and 5.3, not 5.3, but you know, some of all you have 4.02, some of only have 4.03. I don't know how you getting it there, but you getting it, papa. Extra credit, give you more on the GPA measures, and you getting it. And the government give you, you know, we promise you to do this, and then you know, you end up in the predicament where she's now talking about it. Anyways,
what we will do now? We have a deadline.
Yes.
What we will do now? Where is the outcry? Where is the drama?
You see the problem that you have? You are the only one who seems to be speaking out. And of course, a number of persons before you reached, a number of persons used to message me, you know, message me to put out the information on what was actually happening, you know, in Grambling or in Midwestern and this kind of things there. So, You know, you are out there and the others are quiet, hoping that you make the change that they would need to succeed. But they're quiet now. All you. Now imagine if all the students were out there doing videos like this. Can you imagine the kind of move that would have made? But instead, it's only you that out there trying to make the moves for hundreds of Dominican students. If it's all that. You are trying to make the moves for all the other Dominican students who are quiet. And they would stay quiet, you know, because if you have to lose your scholarship or whatever on the behalf of you talking, then they will not lose theirs. But look, all in the same predicament. All those who hiding and staying quiet, you know, hoping that you make the change because you are the voice. Well, $3.1 million is owed. US dollars, that's about $8.3 million. EC dollars. Okay, all right then.
No, you more. You see, that is Dominica. Is, you know what? It has nothing to do with whoever is in power.
It does.
They're not wrong. It's not them. It's us.
Well, that's
it's
true.
All you know, you morons.
But remember, I agree with you. But remember, is they that not paying the bill. If they were rightly divided in the word of truth, they would actually decide, hey, we owe them, let's pay them now. You know, the people wouldn't need to come and say, hey, you need to pay them. They know that they haven't paid Grambling University. They know this. I mean, proper thinking people will be like, you know what he's saying there is true, you know. It's true, you know. But on the basis of us knowing that we actually have to pay the bill, let us pay it now. We don't have to make an uprising so that we can finally get the move to God. Well, then again, that is probably the culture in Dominica. Because the thought process of, you know, when the guy had to go to the road people, whoever people, you know, these people that deal with potholes in the road, they knew that there were potholes in Bayfront for 4 months. They waited for somebody to come and tell them, and hey guys, there's a pothole in there before they decided to do something there. Just like the guy who was bathing in the pothole. It's not like the pothole just magically appear one day and he say, oh, let me go and bathe in it. No, it was there for a while. Gathered water from the rain and he went in and bathed in it like it's a river he bathed in. It's only when that happened and it went all over social media, they finally did something about it. Why are our leaders not proactive in doing certain things that they know that they need to do? Why is there supposed to be an outcry? Why is there supposed to be an outcry before something actually happens? So yes, the people, when push comes to shove, the people need to come and take a step forward. But our leaders need to take the responsibility of that which they were put there to do. They're not doing it, therefore the people have to make an outcry. When you're asking the people to make an outcry now, the people not showing up. So our leaders are faltering and the people are also faltering as well. Who's to blame? Both people, of course. All right then.
So buy kettle is all you tell. You know why? Because if it wasn't Dominican, somebody wouldn't be saying it fake. If it wasn't Dominicans, all you wouldn't be pushing all you and in poo-poo for people that wouldn't even walk in asphalt for all you are cool neighbor. All you do is just frustrate people's life, you understand? Because apparently they needed to pull my scholarship, not you. Now know what they will pull. You cannot pull something you don't currently own. You cannot pull something you don't currently have under your belt. If I don't obtain it, how I can gain it? If it's not there for me, how will I lose it? You cannot lose what you do. I can lose an eye if I do. If all I have is a black hole in my damn socket, how I will lose it?
So you pretty much telling us that did they pull a scholarship from you? Or were you on your own doing this, and as a result of you now doing this, it makes the awareness that you did not get a scholarship from the government, you did this on your own? Is that the case? I'm not sure. But if that is the case, if you had the scholarship and they pulled it, but if I was you, and I got a scholarship and they pulled my scholarship and now my parents or whoever have to help sponsor me to go through school, I would stay quiet. Because the people who are benefiting from the scholarships are quiet. Now the scholarships is being pulled, they want you to come and be their spokesperson. Be that the case. I don't know if that's what you're saying, but that's what I'm understanding from what you're saying right there. Let's go back. Maybe.
Hello, it's me again. What we will do now, we have a deadline. What we will do now, where is the outcry? Where is the drama? No, you more. You see?
When you want to curse people, but you know, Jesus on your side.
That is Dominica. You know what? It has nothing to do with whoever is in power.
It does.
They're not wrong. It's not
They are
them.
wrong.
It's us.
They
It's
too are
all
wrong.
you know. You mother two by kettle. It's all you know. You tell. You know why? Because if it wasn't Dominican, somebody wouldn't be saying it fake. If it wasn't Dominicans, all you wouldn't be pushing all you and in poo-poo for people that wouldn't even walk in asphalt for all you are cool neighbor. All you does just frustrate people life, you understand? Because apparently they needed to pull my scholarship. Not you know what they will pull. You
Maybe no, she talking about since they're not paying the monies and stuff. So
cannot pull something you don't currently own. You cannot pull something you don't currently have under your belt. If I don't obtain it, how I can gain it? If it's not there for me, how will I lose it? You cannot lose what you do. I can lose an eye if I do. If you
maybe that's what she's talking about. Maybe the present situation she's talking about, stating that they pull the stuff from them, you know, unless the government pays the monies, they will not go forward. But usually, like I said before, the government is supposed to pay things. Well, not the government, but when you're applying for school and you're doing a course, you have to pay the monies up front first before you can continue the semester. That's how it was for us. I don't know how it is. Maybe it's different from you. I don't know. But that's how it was. And that's how I know, generally speaking, it is. It's not afterwards. How do you know you're going to pay the money afterwards? But then again, you need a certificate and whatnot before you can get your stuff. Some people may make links with individuals and gotten their certificates and gotten their stuff without the government paying. But that's not everybody, though. That's very few people. So I'm sure that individuals who needed their certificates and as a result of the government not paying the $3.1 million, Grambling has decided not to give individuals a certificates or transcripts on none of that stuff. Or if they want to continue, they cannot continue. Well, such is life.
all I have is a black hole in my damn socket. How I will lose it? How I will lose it? And then all you will come, you are too vulgar. You are too rough. What I was now, what more vulgar and rough than telling you, please see your own government. Please see your...
Remember, they tried to reach the government, mark you guys. If you look at the letter, they say they've been trying to reach the government to no avail. Dominica did the past report extent. We have respectfully asked the ministry to bring the Dominica balance credit contact. So I guess they reach out to the government right there, and that has not happened. I know they have been stating this before. I remember the previous one before this whole incident. They were trying to reach out to the government, calling the government and everything like that, and they were not getting through. It's only later on when they call the government and whatnot. No, the government called them. The government called them and then they settled some stuff, or maybe wrote another promissory note to say, hey guys, we'll do this as a result of this. But, they have not settled. Next step is to take the government to court, because the government wrote promissory notes stating that they would pay. So, anyways, let's continue.
On personal permanent secretary. But do you know that, just in case you were confused, they list every one of our numbers, not them. Don't contact them. Contact our people. You know what that more embarrassing than that? Nothing. I cannot find what that more embarrassing. Shy of my mother, throwing my bottom outside, sack clothes, hard. There is nothing else more shameful. You understand? But for
on an international basis, I wonder if the media are going to pick that up. Dominican students get thrown out because the Dominican government did not want to pay Grambling University. That'll be a very interesting one, won't it?
we have to shame.
Hey, that girl has freaked me out, boy.
Nothing. I cannot find one that more embarrassing. Shy of my mother, throwing my bottom outside, sack clothes, sangad. There is nothing else more shameful. You understand? But for somebody, we have to shame for us to understand.
My girl is in a boy. My girl, you animated. You need to go. You need to go in acting. You need to go in comedy.
You understand? But for somebody, we have to shame for us to understand. Because I was mad. Act like I don't have good head is a problem. Act like I have good head is also a problem. Apparently, I was changing my talk. Now that
You took out your fingernails, man. People were telling you about your acrylic or whatever was on your fingernail. There, people say, "Oh, how come you can afford a fingernail?" People are easy, the boy.
Because I afraid that what that will take when we don't have it. I don't understand. What are you once again? What are you want for those of you who don't know? All of all you that does be running, and before somebody know it, all you know it. Share the news. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. All you know the news. Don't pretend all you don't know it. But just in case all you don't know it, I'll be a friend. I'll post it with the video just for you. But yeah. You know, it was nice seeing all you. I cannot wait to hear what all you have to say again. You know, I want to see who going and come and purposefully decide is my Alpha Center they go in school and is Sunday night underneath their mother cellar and underneath a septic tank is when they go school. I want to see which one of all you will come this time. This time I don't answer nobody because you know why? Why did I have to tell all you again in all you
It's true. What it have? It have nothing to tell people again. The government just have to pay the bills that they say that they're gonna be paying. What it have to do now? What are you going to do? What it have protests? I know she was talking about people coming out and doing things, you know, being outspoken and whatnot. True, but what's the point? It's not the government that does have to pay the bills now. Does have to pay the bills. Matter of fact, I think the government did pay some because I think they were saying if they could pay, I don't know. What you know? And then I heard what's her name again? Dronilia. Oh, yes, it's not Dronilia, no. Shake your Pampalam. Pampalam was saying, oh, they take about $14 million to help. Well, if you take about $14 million to help, and you know it's $8.3 million all I have to pay Grambling, shouldn't you guys do it? I would like to see the 2023-2024 monies that was spent, like I did the last time, brothers and sisters, comparing 2022 to 2023 or 2022 to 2023 budget cycle. How much money was spent, how much money was budgeted, and how much money was spent. I would like to see the education one for 2023-2024. I would like to see that one to see how much money was actually spent. And a number of persons were indicating to me, oh, just because the money was not spent doesn't mean that the money is not being pushed out. But like I said before in that same comment, I stated Dominica has a track record of monies just disappearing. So it's not far-fetched to say that they put $15 million and they only spent $1.6 million. It's not far-fetched to say that $13.4 million went into pockets. It's not far-fetched. Money doesn't just disappear like that and people come and say, oh, they don't care about the money and have the people clapping. No, it doesn't happen like that, brothers and sisters. It doesn't. I could be wrong. But I know I'm not wrong. What I could be, we will see. But I would like to know. I think Mampampalam was saying that they took up $14 million for education. So I would like to see if that debt was actually settled. They give them September. It's August 4th, brothers and sisters. August 4th. They have September to make it happen. Or the students will be kicked out of the campus and they will not be able to join school. Okay? All right. You can't say, okay, if they kick us out of campus. All right, I can probably go in a tent and stay in the park or something, you know? I can just, do my thing, go in the library, study what I have to do, and when I'm ready to sleep, the library close. I go out, I go in a little bush area, set up my tent, take a sleep, and so forth. Get some wipes, because it's not Dominica that day you can say you're going and get in a river bath. Maybe get some wipes and stuff, and, get some bottle of water, and, and do your little thing in the bush area, and then you go back. In school, if they decide to kick you out of the campus rooms, dormitoriums, brothers and sisters. I do like that. Hey, yeah, they kick you out of the campus dormitoriums, and thing. But no, it's not just the campus dormitoriums. They kicking you out of school too, so you can't go back. Boy, that is something else, But
what did I have to tell all you again? What I will do? Open my bottom and poo in your eyes for you to get the answer? No.
Well, maybe you have to open your and shake your pampalame. That is what Junelia, the Minister of Education, aka Octavia Alfred, that's what she said. Octavia Alfred tell all you, maybe all you go and shake all your pampa, all you'll have to shake all your pampalam. She said that. She said those words. I'm not kidding. The Minister of Education. The Minister of Education, which means that she most likely should be the highest form of educated to be able to hold the Ministry of Education, thus knowing what to do. She's telling the students to go and shake their pampalam, and it looks like she was indicating something for all you in the future, and all you did listen. So now that apparently scholarship seems to be going or disappearing, all you might have to go and do what? Shake all your pampalam to bring all yourself to school is a hell of a thing. For those who are actually in the last semester or going to the last semester, they are close to the end of the road. Oh my God, oh guys, I got to do this. I try my best, I fight, I do whatever to ensure that I have a good GPA. A great GPA, man. Just. Then scare them, come and say they're not paying the money, and they kick all you out. That is a hell of a thing, Because most Dominicans cannot afford them. Students you see going there, most of them, they can't afford it. When I say most, I talk about 99% of them can't afford it. Those who have auntie and grandparents in the United States, maybe they can help you to finish off the school. And you say, okay, when I work in, I'll pay you or something. Or they can give you a gift, a grant or something. But most people don't have that. Anyways.
Oh! Somebody that just want to collect poo in a bag and just bust it on all you want some rose. But it's
Chololot. Chololot in the plastic bag. And fling it behind them. Hey.
okay. It's alright. Because you know why? This is not even an unhappy rant. This is a happy rant. When somebody have a little discernment and can see before time what can happen. Budget pass. You know you're nothing about it.
Well, I didn't see Junelia talk. I saw her speaking on a somebody WhatsApp page. That's what I saw on somebody WhatsApp page. Let me see if it's still up. Well, brothers and sisters, I got it. Brothers and sisters. I want you guys to listen to this.
This government has continuously articulated our goal of 1 university graduate per household and has taken concrete actions to meet this goal.
Now, guys, like I said before, I'm not sure if this one is actually, just to come to think of it based off what she's saying right there. She said nothing was being told. So apparently this most likely was last year. This is what I heard, brothers and sisters.
Mr. Speaker, for the financial year 2022-2023,
so yeah, it was last year, not this year. My bad. Junelia said it take how much?
Government approved approximately $14 million in funding to individuals seeking assistance to pursue tertiary education in various local, regional, international.
Guys, let me see if I can find. No, we there. Let me see if I can find what I actually showed before. Look at this. So this is what I'm talking about right there. So they said Dominic government has put aside 14 million, sorry, Where's education? Education. Sorry, they went 19,000. 19, wait a while. So $19 million was put in place 2022, 2023. Probably, I guess from that, about $14 million was that to help people in tertiary levels, university, brothers and sisters. $34 million was spent. $34 million was spent, but you still owing DeVry University, you still owing Grambling University $8.1 million. Where did all that money go? Where did all that money pass, brothers and sisters? Interesting stuff, ain't it? Very interesting stuff. $34.891 million was spent. But all you still owing Grambling? Where is that money going? Who can give us an account as to where that money is going? Who's going to audit these amounts of monies being spent? Who is getting these monies? Because it's clear that the university is not getting them, since they write in letter to tell the people of Dominica, the students of Dominica, hey guys, we need our money or you guys will get kicked out. On the basis that education, maybe all you think is you guys making education. Let's move to the side. Education, this is it here. Education, human resource, vocational, blah blah blah. 19.4, $34 million was spent. Who get these monies? How we having problem after you spent double, almost double the amount, $15 million in excess of the budget that you claim you're going to be spending for education? $15 million in excess. You owe Grambling University $8.3 million. Brothers and sisters, you still owe Grambling University $8.3 million after overspending $15 million on that. Where has that money going? So you think it's far-fetched when I say, guys, there's a possibility that monies which were either underused or overused, especially for this one in that regard. Remember, there's a number of them. There's not just education. There's education, there's human resource planning, vocational training, and national excellence. Maybe go to national excellence. maybe $34 million was spent. And you still owing Grambling University $8.1 million. Brothers and sisters, we need an audit. Dominica needs to be audited. Yeah. Go ahead.
And I had posted since January. But you know what? God is good. Because some of us, I stop care about people. I stop care about, because you see me, I'm taking care of. You see me, I can manage myself. Everybody else fight all the way because of...
Oh, so I guess what I was saying initially was correct. Maybe as a result of maybe you getting a scholarship or whether they take it or not, you were still able to manage yourself. I'm guessing that's what you're saying right now. You bring it back a little.
I stop care about people. I stop care about, because you see me, I'm taking care of. You see me, I can manage myself. Everybody else fight all the way because apparently when it was me alone.
Yes, that's what I was saying. You alone. They fill in the blunt too, you know. All you fill in the blunt. But you alone came out to speak against what was happening. Today is the day of reckoning, because apparently in about less than a month time, you know, if Dominica government doesn't put the monies forward, the people who are Grambling University, Dominican students, will all be shut out. Even though a lot of them are on the honor rolls or president rolls or whatever role they on. They on a roll, brothers and sisters, because they have good GPAs. It's interesting. And funny thing is, it seems like, from my understanding, especially when the previous one had happened, I think it's probably in 2020 or earlier on, brothers and sisters, where the last situation happened where the governor of that school, Grambling University, the governor of that school, Louisiana, wherever it is, the governor of that school had to step in to save the Dominican students. The governor, the mayor, whichever, they had to step in because they were going to kick the Dominican students out. The government was late on the fees that they had to pay, or late on the promissory notes that they had to promise. They were late, and instead of the Dominican government caring about it, The governor, mayor had to step in to save the Dominican students. You know why? Because the Dominican students were doing really well. Really well in their school, and as a result of doing really well in their school, it props up the excellence level of that school. No, they cannot say that the school didn't help. They cannot say that the United States didn't help the Dominican students. They cannot say that. But when your own people are the one responsible after spending $34 million and you still owe schools, I wonder where that money go in. All right then.
Me alone in the dark room. Well, no. All of all you that was hiding in noise, all you like cockroach in all your motor, all in the soul, you know, come by. Just had nothing for me. Just message me. Just send video. That's my business. Because I tell all you that and all you was in noise.
Quiet.
Saying,
yes.
but you're right, Tina. You're right. Well, now, come in the soul and take your damn shot.
So it seems like she'll be doing fine. From my understanding, she'll be doing fine. That's one of the things I always tell people. Like, or me, when I tell people everything that was going to happen to Dominica and it actually happened, I was taking care of myself, brothers and sisters. I was taking care of myself, brothers and sisters, to ensure that what I'm saying, knowing that it's going to happen, that I can be properly, organize myself. Stay afloat. We want to fly, but sometimes if we stay afloat alone, you can stay afloat. Some of us are plastic bag under the sea with a air pocket in it, trying to breathe. Yes, man. Plastic bag saying, I am a little mermaid singing under the sea. Under the sea. Yes, man. All you under the sea. After one set of people, she was wanting to. Guys, all we can hope for, let's just hope and pray that the Dominican government steps up. They put national budget. I didn't hear anything. I have the other one too. Hold on. There it is right there, brothers and sisters. What they are for education. Education. Wait a while. You got education there, man. Wait a while. Cabinet. Mr. President. Wellness, social environment. Kalinago. Housing, agriculture, human resource what while? Office of the Prime Minister, election, national security. She's right. Guys, what is the budget for education? Gasa. Okay, let me leave that. What are your thoughts, brothers and sisters? What are your thoughts on what I spoke about here today? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, brothers and sisters. This is pretty much all we asked for this year reaction video, man. Maybe they meant education there, but education will be $750. I see elections there, brothers and sisters. We're not in election here, but they have elections, $750. Let me know your thoughts in the comment box below, brothers and sisters. I'll see you guys in the next reaction video.